All right, I'm just making sure making sure we're live so I can talk to just have a rant and well, I probably won't like scream at the top of my lungs because honestly this is like not a big deal and well it's kind of, you know, not really a big deal to me, but it's kind of still like a like a big deal. Okay, it's a pretty fucking big deal. Okay, let's get that straight. So, anyways, we're gonna start a new series called Relentless Rants. Oh, and you might know the title if you guys are nerds or just stupid people. That, that I'm not saying you're stupid, but I'm saying like dumb people that are gonna be mentioned in this video. That you know, they're just people in the end of the day. So what else can you do? So, anyways, yeah, we're gonna be starting this series, Relentless Rants, and that's a reference to Relentless uh, Rats or whatever. I don't know. Just, just roll. Let's roll with it, okay? This title took me a very long time to come up with. Not really, but all right. So let's just get started right in the video. So I'm gonna rant about people standing too close to me in general, like people in lines, parties, elevators, you name it, work, um, cars, anything like that. There you go. So just standing too close to me in general. Mainly lines, parties, and elevators though, because in some situations you really can't avoid it. But we'll get into what I'm going to discuss here. So people standing too close to me in lines, it happens like even with COVID going on. Not gonna lie, I'm not making this fucking shit up. It just happens. And it's stupid to think that, even with COVID, people are still gonna like just fucking stand really close to me because they think, oh, the line will get shorter if I stand closer to you. No, you idiot. The distance didn't even matter. So that distance just doesn't even matter because it's the amount of people that are in the line. Ah, so now you're getting it, are you? It's the amount of people that are in line, not the distance to the line. I mean, if there's 5 people in line and you wanted to compress it a little bit, do you think the line will go a little bit faster? No, I don't think so. I don't understand why people think that making like closing the gap in line short is gonna make everything go faster. You're you're a fucking idiot for thinking that. So yeah. But yeah, just you know, just mind your own business. I don't want to, have a stench, you know, of all that work or alcohol or whatever you've been into, near me. I just don't. It's not like I hate you. It's just I hate that part of you. I also hate the part of you that wants to be creepy and stand really close to someone. I mean, come on, it's fucking annoying. Let's just be real here. I mean, I bet you guys have dealt with it too. I mean, shit, it's just kind of a common like thing that goes on here. It's just why? Just back the fuck up, chill out, and just wait patiently in line. I know you guys are in a hurry to get home and have your party on if it's a Friday night and you got nothing else to do. I get it. But just give me some space, you know? And of course, I'm a chill person, so I probably wouldn't be having parties. And even if I'm in a rush, you know what? I just don't. I just stand where I am. It's like a military thing. You just stay where you are. Don't go anywhere. You know. Because let me tell you a story about why people have gotten close to me in lines. And the scariest part is it was actually in LA, and it was my first time. It was even in COVID, and this was like just stupid of why they were letting people do this. So, um, I went to LA, and I usually go to this like little mart area, and it was just this. I wanted to go out. This is my first time going to COVID out, I stopped going out because I knew COVID was getting worse. So this was my last time I went to LA in the Mart. So when I went to the Mart, I was standing in line, and COVID was like becoming a thing. So like, and there was a line to get into the Mart. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna, and I was like, kind of like it was kind of crowded. It was kind of near the back of the line, but not really. And then like, I had my distance, and then all of a sudden, this mofo came out of nowhere. And no joke, this dude had some weight on him. He was pretty big, and he was like right near my ass, dead ass, like right near my ass. And I was all like, I was just like, I was just standing still. I just said, I wanted to scoot over. Here's the problem with that though. If I scoot over, guess what? Guess what's gonna happen? I'm gonna be close to the other dude. So I kind of had no choice but to just stand here until the line just moved up. And it's funny to me that this dude, all he was waiting for is to get in the grocery store and probably buy some, I don't know, cookies or something. I have no fucking idea why he was, so close to me. So I was like, okay, yeah, this is weird. And I kind of didn't want to get out of the line because, well, it was, it had this stupid freaking barred off area. Those rope things where they have at movie theaters where you stand in line? Yeah, there was that thing. And I was all like, and me being so like kind of like constructive and like I want everything just I want to see it like when I'm on the road, like I follow the lines basically. So I was following this line literally and metaphorically, and it's just like, come on, dude, just just stop, okay? Just don't get near me. I could have said something, but I didn't because I didn't wanted to cause a scene. So yeah, I just fucking had to take it for what it was. So yeah. Oh, look, and the model stopped glitching out. Yay. Okay. So I just had to scan really close to it. So yeah, and then when we finally start the move, okay, I moved up, and this dude was just still near me. I wanted to say something really bad. Luckily, the other person had a little bit of room, so I was like in the middle, so I took a little bit of a step, and he was right there. He stood right there. It's like, he's like, what can I do in this? You know, there's nothing really I could have done. And now I'm thinking about it, what of an idea I could have done is I could have like extended my leg. Kind of a dick move, I know. But at this point, I kind of just want to extend my leg so that way if he tried to like get in my grill, at least he would be on my leg and not my ass. Rather get leg humped than ass raped. And yes, I'm going full uncensored on this shit, so bear with me. So yeah, I kind of wanted to do that. I was like thinking about it. I was like, nah, it's just I would look too weird. I didn't really want to stand out today. I just wanted to get in, get out. That's all I wanted. All I wanted was some snacks. But yet, I was almost eaten up by this big black dude. So then I had to wait in these awkward like 10 minutes. And I finally got in the store. I was like, hallelujah. And by the way, the dude I was standing near, yeah, he kind of smelled, not gonna lie. To be fair though, he was probably working a hard job. He looked like he was in work clothes, so yeah, I went on a weekday, so maybe he's on his break. But yeah, it's just like, note to self, never stand too close to someone. It can make it really awkward sometimes. It just makes me so mad too, like, and I see people have been dealt with this before. Like even the lines I go to their grocery store, some people just like to stand really close to each other, and it's not like they're family or anything. They're just really weird individuals that really want something, you know. And it's like, chill out, just wait your turn, get the fuck back. Okay? I'm gonna pepper spray if you get anywhere near my grill. Okay? Anywhere near my grill, anywhere near my ass cheeks, anywhere near my face. Just stop, okay? Back the fuck up. It's that simple. I don't get why people don't understand personal space, but some people don't, and it really pisses me off sometimes. Well, now that we got that out of the way, we can address more situations of people standing close to me. And we can go to parties or celebrations or whatever's. And this actually happened at camp mostly. It was actually at summer camp and winter camp. And every time it was like near the end of summer, winter camp, you know, at parties, people kind of like there's like their type of parties. Like there's people that like to party, people that like to drink, people like to get in mosh pits for like music or anything. If it's those type of parties, I'm just that type of person that is kind of like the wallflower. I kind of like to be chill. I kind of like to go to an area to talk to one or two people, and we just have a good conversation. But not at this camp. So I had the unfortunate part in having to listen to loud music, people jumping up and down near each other, and all that other crap, you know. The funny thing is that when I had this at summer camp, I just didn't understand why they didn't have any chairs. I guess they were trying to be cheap. They just didn't have any chairs. You had to sit on the floor, and man, did that suck ass having to sit on that floor. I mean, God, it probably gave me scoliosis. Not gonna lie. It was like benches, but it was like carpeted. Who in the right mind would carpet benches? It just makes it worse because sometimes if you're sweating, it stains the fucking rug. It's stupid. Just get those metal bitches. That's why I like the middle school camp better because it was outside though, and I kind of didn't, listening outside kind of got hot a little bit. This was inside, but man, did it stink of funk and stuff, because it smelled sometimes, especially when we did something active. You know, I can rant about my summer camp. There's some good aspects of it, but let's get back into the topic of close to me. So after every like event or so, and when I think the ending was kind of the worst part of it, we'd have like this big party, just out of nowhere. Sometimes they didn't even remind you. Sometimes they just did it because they did it. So it was like, oh, now the party's starting. It's like, oh, no, 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 loud music everywhere. People are going, hey, all right, time to party. Yeah, time to party. So it's like, no, I'm not into this. So people would get close to me and try to dance with me. It's like, no, I'm not doing this. So I would just say, you know what, fuck this shit. And I was like, out. I went outside and there was other people outside too. Not a lot. Um, I did hang out with a couple friends outside. It was mostly one or two friends because I didn't have a lot of friends, if you don't know. But yeah, just like this live stream. But yeah, hung out with them. I believe who shall not be named. One of my closest friends was also with me out there, and she didn't like it either. I was like, it's just loud music, and all I just did, no shit, I just had a conversation. I think that's what every party should be like, is just everyone having a conversation, having a good laugh. I think those are the best type of parties. Not parties where there's loud music constantly, you bumping into guys' chest, you're like drinking heavily. No, best type of parties are the chillest parties. That's what I solely believe. Uh, it gets too intense when you're like having mosh pits and stuff, Just tone that shit down. And I'm not trying to sound like a Karen where you crash a party, I wasn't like that type of dude. If anything, I encourage people to party actually because I actually like the reactions and stuff. I just didn't want to get involved in it, okay? So, you guys can have your fun. I'm gonna go somewhere else. Basically, type of dude. So yeah, I mean, I just didn't like the proximity of people, and it may be because of my autism, but honestly, as the type of person I am, I kind of wouldn't like that even if I was a regular person. But who knows? I mean, God, some people like it, some people don't. I know my brothers don't mind. I know my family doesn't mind. I do. It's just the way I am. It, I, something in my mind triggers, and sometimes there's like moments where I can kind of party it a little bit, but I kind of do it on my own, not gonna lie. So I don't know. Or I could have changed. I just don't like parties that much. Try to avoid them, just on a regular. And parties make you susceptible to just being defenseless if anything happens. So like if someone goes crazy at a party, you kind of don't expect it. But when you're all chill and you kind of see some things behind the scenes. So you're kind of like a backstage player. So just think about that when you're partying it up or something. So just something to think about. All right, let's get on to the other situations. We have elevators. Oh, doesn't everyone love elevators? I mean, I do. I kind of like elevators, but not when they have a crowd of people in them. I mean, seriously, whoever invented elevators should have also invented dividers because, man, sometimes do I hate elevators. Granted, the ones I've went on currently haven't had that many people, so that's good. But I don't know. I just like why make elevators so social? I wish there was like one man elevators. I guess that would make some stuff chaotic, but it's just something to keep in mind. But man, why do you make elevators like big? Have those big ass elevators with nice looking lights and music. It's like I'm just I'm just trying to go somewhere, okay? I'm not here to like relax and chill out in an elevator, okay? I'm not here to start conversations. I'm just here to go, okay? So, um, this happened actually at when I was doing BronyCon. I was at BronyCon. Yes, I am a Brony. Um, and I was with my mom, and I was at BronyCon. This is in Baltimore, by the way. It's not a good city. I love it though, but some people have bad taste in Baltimore, so I kind of did too. There was some times where we ordered food and it was wrong and we had to correct it. It was still wrong. We still had to correct it. Got to call a manager. Goddamn, was that just stupid? But anyways, back to the main point. It's just elevators, man. You just get in an elevator, go to the other corner. I feel like there should just be corners where you're designated to. They should have like dotted lines that say, "This is your corner. This is my corner. Don't cross this line. You'll get fisticuffs." And I don't know. I think elevators are also very unsafe, just for a number of reasons. You can get mugged. You can, and I guess anywhere in public you can kind of do it. But yeah, I'll also be having a relentless rant on public and why it's like bad. Well, I guess we'll get into that later. But it's just, oh my god, why? Why you gotta make elevators kind of claustrophobic? Okay, so the Baltimore incident was like, I was in an elevator, and there was like, I guess, a family as well, and I was with my mom at BronyCon, and this girl, fuck, man, this girl just happened to be drunk, just happened to be drunk, and I was wearing my pony ears, and she was like saying I was cute and I was sexy, and I was like, I was so weird. I was so frozen. I was like, okay. And I was all like, man. And and then here's what she did next. She was like up in my like chest and everything. And man, was it awkward. Because I think she wanted to hit on me. Not gonna lie. I think she wanted to hit on me. So I was not having any of that. So I was like, I was frozen. I didn't know what to say. My mom was there too. The other mom did the right thing, is trying to get it off. Well, I guess she tried, but with drunk people, it's really hard sometimes. I mean, imagine you had a drunk kid. So this drunk blob was like on me. I was frozen. Cause man, I just don't know what to do in these situations. I really don't. I didn't wanna assault her because I know Baltimore, man. I didn't want to do anything self-defensive because those police are brutal. So I was like, you know what? I just gotta take it. I'm taking a shower after this anyways. I'm gonna shower for like 2 hours just to get all this shit off me. And yeah, it was just humiliating. I don't know. It's just it was kind of the worst experience I had at when I was going, because I like BronyCon, and granted it was crowded, but um, in some aspects I felt like I was alone, and I was with people that I knew, so I was like okay with it, people I could trust and other stuff like that. So, and most of the time I did went alone, so I couldn't stay too late at night because my mom would get worried, but I still had a good time. I think it was the best time I ever had at anything, besides those two things. Um, and Baltimore's a really nice place. I would love to visit it again. Just not for those two things, yeah. And I'll definitely go to the restaurants near the pier. They're really nice, although very expensive. I will give them that. But yeah, just oh my god, was that the worst experience? Elevators in general, I mean, why the fuck do they not have like corners where you can go to? Why don't they have dividers? Why don't they have separate cubicles where you can just stand in and you can, I don't know, do your thing? How about make them like with sinks or something? Oh, I guess that would kind of be hard because you'd have to make like a sewer system in it. Just make something accommodating, Make private elevators, or don't make elevators at all. Make those little bungee things, or just stairs. I mean, who doesn't like just stairs? Just just take the stairs once in a while. It's good exercise. And it's less like you're less vulnerable when you're upstairs rather than just in an elevator. So, yeah, it's just when you're in an elevator, if you smelt it, you dealt it. Are you a smart fella? Or are you a fart smeller? So yeah, just don't do that in the elevator. Just know your common sense. If someone wants to talk to you, I guess you can talk to them. Just say, listen, dude, I'm just here to just go somewhere and that's it. I'm not here to make friends. In fact, I'm here to make enemies because everyone around me is just being too normal and it's weird. Because why have a conversation with me when you can have literally a conversation with anybody else but me? Why's it gotta be me? Really? You can have a more interesting conversation with your wife, your kids, your family members, your your long lost brother. It's just gotta be me, doesn't it? Just a random person. I don't understand this. I really don't. I don't know why people like get the urge to talk to me and like know who I am. I don't know. And then it baffles my mind. I just don't know. I don't know why people do this. I guess they want to start a friendship, but man, this friendship over when the conversations are. I feel like real friendship comes from experience, not from just talking, and especially about yourself. I mean, yeah. I like to see what people do, and if I like what they see, I'll start a conversation with them. And then people should do the same thing. He's like, you like to see what they're doing? You should probably start like it's like with magic. You like what they're doing? Start a conversation, then play a game of magic. There you go. Easy as motherfucking pie. Don't just out of the blue while I'm eating like a fish taco go like, oh hey, how's it going? It's like I'm eating a fish taco, bro. can you leave me be? It's like, I'm eating a fish fucking. Oh, we're getting into a lot of relentless rats here. Man, this whole thing just turned into a clusterfuck, didn't it? Of just relentless rants about everything. You know. Oh, let's. You know what? Standing close. Um, in planes or at airports. You know, I know some people. We have these chairs and we just like to sit at them because we want to get to the charging station. Yes, I get that. Some people just want to charge their damn phones because, man, they can't just charge it on a plane. I mean, you gotta just charge it at the charging station. I mean, why even make a charging? I guess if you're really desperate to charge your phone, then yes. But come on, you're gonna get on a plane. There's gonna be chargers everywhere. So like, why you gotta go to one station to charge your damn phone? I will never understand this. Just keep your phone at 100%. So, anyways, um, now there's been a couple times in public where this has happened to me, not on planes specifically, but like the airports, where just people come up to me. Okay, and this is another story on BronyCon. So I think my mom was in the bathroom when this happened, but this girl just randomly came up to me and she wasn't really in my grill, but she got her bag in my face, kind of. And standing close also means like getting in people's faces, and she kind of got into my face, and I didn't understand it at the time, but I think she meant well, and she was just trying to show off her artwork to people. I just don't understand why, out of all people, you'd show it to me. I mean, there was literally a famous dude, ACR Race Blast. I actually dead ass saw him at the airport. ACR Race Blast. And it was like, she didn't want to talk to him. It's like, just gotta talk to me. I'm just a nobody. It's like, again, she talked about her fan art. And it's like, fan art of like Silver Quill or like whatever these fan things were. It's like, I was just like, cool. And, to be fair, it was a girl just showing off her artwork. So I couldn't really, insult her for that. I could have just said, can you back up a little? I just don't like doing that because then I sound kind of threatening. So I don't know. I kind of just let them be. I was just going on, nodding my head at all the artwork, but then she got into my face with all the artwork, like, oh, can you see this? Look at this. I drew this. I drew this all the time. It's like, God damn, I know you drew this. You literally told me, uh, this is my art. It's like, you don't have to tell me twice. So she's like in my face with her artwork. It's like, yeah, it's great. I think it was even one time, although this is alleged, it was like one thing it showed her, and it was like her OC with Silver Quill, and I think they were like friends or dating. I have no idea, but anyway, this happened to me at the airport, and it was just like, my God, it was like, okay, well, it was one of the most cringy experiences I ever had, but it was an experience, so I guess I'll remember it. And it's fine though. And I know she meant well, but I don't know. And to be fair, I did like the way she presented it to me. I did like some of her art, and yes, I know it was cringy, but it was pretty good art. Not gonna lie, some of her art was, not all of it, especially with the OC shits. Yeah, that was, I don't know, it's weird, but weird is good sometimes. Weird is good sometimes, honestly. And I'd rather have that than just people standing close to me in lines. The thing that just bothered me is that she had to put her freaking paper near my face. I can see it, okay? There's one thing that comes to weird that shouldn't be crossed, and that's getting near me or touching me or doing anything like that. Like if we're commentating on something and you put your hand on me, I'm gonna give you one rule. Don't touch me, okay? I'll spit like I do an imaginary spit. Don't touch me, okay? We're not friends. We're not enemies. We're just not there yet. We're not ever going to be there because you already, violated my rights. But yeah, I just don't like to touch people. If anything, I think people more likely than not should give consent when you're going to, you know, touch someone or hug someone or something like that. Just give consent. Or no, you say, hey, I'm going to give you a hug. Or hey, I'm going to just pat you on the shoulder. It's like, this happens a lot. Let's talk about work, which is not bad. We have to work in close quarters sometimes, and at the job we have to take that. But then it comes to a certain situation where, like, yeah, you're pushing it a little bit too far. And I've had this happen many times where, and it was just simple interactions like people touching me on the shoulder, on the head. I even got bonked, but that's because I did something dumb. But yeah, it's like, come on, just you gotta learn your boundaries, dude. Just don't touch me. I even say this at work every fucking time, and they still do it. I don't know why. It's like you got a million other people to touch. You just gotta touch me. Why? It's like stupid. It's like, and it's not even because they're trying to get my attention. They're just doing it because they know they can do it. Because we work in this close proximity to each other, so. And they just do it, not just to get, just to do it, but they just do it, to mess around with me. And that's fine and all, but, let's get back to work. And I gotta get focused on my work, so. So yeah, I mean, it's just basically what it is. I'm falling half asleep here because I'm just starting to drift into some weird territory. But yeah, even at work, people will stand close to you. And maybe that's a fine thing for some people. But for me, if we're consented, to come close, it's just don't touch me. I have a personal space and that's to be reckoned with. Now, if you're trying to get my attention, of course, okay, it's fine. I'll give that a pass. But if you're just trying to just annoy me, okay, dude, you gotta stop. And I don't like to do this to a lot of people, like, and let's tell you about one other incident while I'm on the subject, actually. And it was at school. This is also what I don't get. School also had benches with where you can sit on, and you were just in a bunch of people. And this actually happened at a lot of cases, assemblies. I just wanted to stay outside, and actually I could have done this. I actually did stay outside. I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna even go to the assembly. I was just like, I'm gonna stay outside. And my friend, my only friend, was there with me too. It was like, let's just play Magic, whatever. We actually did play Magic while the assembly was going on, because they said we couldn't use our phones. But guess what? We still had Magic. Beyond. And I brought two backpacks to school. Yes, I was a weird kid at school. So we can go into a relentless rant about that in the future. But yeah, I was a weird kid in school. Ha ha ha, very funny. So yeah, it's just at school, like, I had this happen a lot of times too. It's just like, why you guys sit so close to me? You can scoot over, and especially if you're like near girls. I don't understand this. Like, I think people should give space. Why do people not just incorporate chairs? I know it's kind of expensive, not gonna lie, but benches don't help. I mean, they can give you scoliosis. And I don't know, they're kind of dangerous because, like, the benches we had, they were like easy to slip on. So like every time we climbed on the benches, someone would like fall and trip. Actually, I think I saw this happen before. And I think, but to be fair, it was like at PE, someone's climbed the bench and they tripped and fell. It's like they put some WD-40 on that bitch. Like, okay, it's like, whatever. And so like, yeah, I just don't know. Like, I don't know. I think the main issue with people sitting close to each other is just like, I don't know, the sweat. Also those hormones. You're sitting right next to a girl, like, Oh my god, I'm sitting right next to a girl. Damn. Like, that's what most boys would do. I was a fucking weirdo. And so I was like frozen. Now, to be fair, most of the friends I made at school were sometimes girls, and I didn't mind sitting right next to them, but if it was a girl I didn't know or a girl I liked, it was so fucking weird. It was just, it was just weird. There was one time I actually had to do this, but to be fair, she, she made up with it, and, we hit it off pretty good. And no, not in that way, perv. We were just friends, you know, definitely in the friend zone, but the good friend zone where, we'd crack some jokes and she would be pretty badass about it, so whatever. But anyways, yeah, just like get some chairs in that bitch. It's just better because they can. And I feel like, it's the social distance thing should actually be a thing. I think it should be a permanent thing. In lines, at, you know, like cars. It would make the world a little bit of a chaotic place and parking lots would have to be bigger. But that's the way I would kind of like it. Because, it's not just people standing close to you, it's cars. Now, don't get me wrong, we have to kind of crowd in sometimes when we're at cars. But man, sometimes cars stand too close to my car. There's this one, I actually went to Target this one time and I was parked in the lines. I was perfectly fine. But guess what this dumb shit decided to do? He decided to park on the driver. By the way, it wasn't even the passenger side. It was the driver's side. And he parked so damn close, I couldn't get into it. Like, what a dumbass. And it's not like I could have done anything. If I hit his car, if I touched his car, he could have lawsuited my ass. So I was like, oh, what the fuck am I supposed to do now? So here's what I did. And I feel like many people have done this before. I got into the passenger side, opened the door, and I had to crawl my way to the driver's side. Yes, you heard me right. I had to jump over this long stick, and no, not mine, the car's stick, where the brake is and the stick shift is and all that other crap in the way. I had to jump over that and get into my get into my driver's side of the car. It was a fucking nightmare because sure enough, I got caught on something, and it was my shirt. And once it caught, I was all like, "Oh no!" And to be fair, my car was kind of messy, and I caught it on some like cups and crap I had in it. I didn't even know what I necessarily cut myself on. It was like one of the tools I used at work, and I cut my shirt. It was like, ah. I knew this would happen because I've done this before too, and I actually hit like my unmentionables on the stick shift. Don't make that sound gay. It's not like that. But yeah, it's just it, park your if you know you're going to park close to someone, at least give them space, okay? Like, come on. Cars, have feelings. Well, this is what every cars have feelings too. You know, if you hit it, it's not gonna look. It's gonna have an ugly face on it. Okay, you're gonna hit a car, it's gonna have an ugly face. When it cries, it leaks oil because it's like you need to change its diapers, and its diapers is its oil. It's oil change. You gotta change the diapers. So think of your car as a baby. You gotta take care of it. If it gets hit, well, it's gonna look ugly. If it poops its pants, diarrhea, whatever, you gotta change it for an oil change. All that stuff. Just treat your car as your baby. Babies don't like to be near each other sometimes because they can get feisty. And oh boy, it was this car. Very feisty. And it was like a van, like those family vans. It looked like a soccer mom family van. So like, maybe it was a mom, maybe it was a Karen. I have no idea. It's not just people that stand too close. It's cars. Stand close to my cars. And it's annoying. If you know you're going to park right. Just park like a normal human being, okay? I even saw this one time. This car was parked in two places at the same time. Sometimes this happens when you park like an idiot and you park in. So sometimes there's no barrier and it's just a line. Well, it's just a damn line. You can drive over it. So guess what this dumb shit decided to do? I'm gonna drive between the lines where it says not to. And guess what? He took up two parking spaces, one in the front and one in the back. Great idea, dumbass. You know what I could have done? If there was another car in the back of him, could have parked in the front. No way to get out. Funny. Yeah. Teach him a lesson, huh? But yeah, I was just like, oh my god, it's just not people. It's just cars too. It's Cars 2. Cars 3 was pretty bad, not gonna lie. Bad joke. Really bad joke. I don't know if anyone got the reference, really. I'm sorry if no one got the reference, so yeah. Anyways, guys, that was my rant for today. It's just, in conclusion, don't stand too close to your neighbor. You're really gonna piss them off if you do. They'll smell like hot Cheetos, have hit their mouth a little bit too much, and they might smell like, well, some damp, like alcohol and shit. So just remember, if you don't want to be a wet sock, don't hang out with the dry socks, because you'll get them wet too. And yes, I am talking about sweat. Because let me tell you, it's not only that they stand close to me, their sweat can sometimes get on me. Or their spit when maybe they'll talk to me. Or they're talking to someone on the phone. It's just disgusting. Humanity, please. Please, for the love of God. Just remember, just to social distance all the damn time, even in lines. So as always, hope you guys enjoyed this video or stream. It's a stream, goddammit. And I hope you guys have a good one. And we'll see you guys on the next Relentless Rants, because I might make this a thing. It's for me to just get my emotions out on some people, or some things. So, anyways, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the day or night. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.